Up, everybody? Peace, peace. It's Big John, aka the Addict, back at y'all with another video. Y'all seen the title of the video? Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all now. I'm not one to go around, pushing false narratives or anything like that. But I think it's something that needs to be visited because there's a lot of discussion about Michelle Obama and Barack Obama, and it's a trip to see some of the things that are unfolding. And I was watching Anton Daniels earlier, and I was like, man, I need to share this video with y'all, man. We need to go over this video because it's crucial, you know what I mean? And it's very, very reflective on the black community and how we look at things and how we are perceived. And so, it's been a lot of talk back and forth, right? Along with some actions of Michelle Obama that are questionable, and it questions whether they're going through something in their relationship, right? And there's a few other details that I want to show, but I want to show y'all this video because he did a really good job of the information that he put out on here. So, without further ado, let's get into it, okay? All right, we back. What's going on, everybody? All right, I need y'all to check this video out for me, man. This is Obama coming out at the Capitol, right? When Trump is being inaugurated or whatever, right? Mind you, Michelle actually missed Jimmy Carter's funeral too, alongside Obama. And so I'm gonna play it first and let him do this narrative, and then we'll interject here in a little bit, okay? So y'all check this out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 44th President of the United States, the Honorable Barack H. Obama.
How embarrassing that he actually had to be the only living president, because we know that Jimmy Carter just passed away, that he's the only living president who had to appear by himself because Michelle decided that she didn't want to show up. Now, originally, I was saying that Michelle didn't show up because she was absolutely disgusted with politics, or it's a possibility that, she was just being sassy or just being a regular person from her culture, standing on business like people from the culture expect for her to do. And you've seen a lot of people that were actually supporting that narrative when it came to Michelle Obama. They were saying that Michelle Obama just didn't want to go. We reviewed the CNN pundits that was online talking about the same thing. And that was the narrative, right? That was the thing that was being communicated, is just that she wasn't going. A lot of people speculated she wasn't doing it because she was sick, and all of these different things that were being communicated across the internet is speculation, which it makes it difficult for him because speculation then leads to rumors, and then people start to dig. And when you don't put on a unified front, right? When you start to break from tradition, right or wrong, right? People start to speculate as to whether.
Totally agree with him. I totally agree with that because no matter what, she should have came out and supported her husband. You know what I mean? No matter if they're going through whatever it is, she still should have came out and supported him. She should have showed up as a unified front because even if there's something going on, it still is not anybody else's business. So you need to represent like, hey, you know what I mean? Whatever was going on behind closed doors or whatever it is, let that be behind closed doors, right? Because if you don't do it like that, then you're going to invite other people into your business, into your life, and you already have your life, invaded as it is, right? My thing is, out of all the people there, out of all the controversies, out of all the different stuff, they were the only one that didn't show up like that. He was the only one that didn't, living president, that didn't have his wife there. Okay? Even Clinton was there with his wife. And we already know what they was doing. You know what I mean? But they still married. They're still there. And they still showed as a unified front. So let's continue.
There's something else going on behind the scenes, or if everything is just cool and you're just being a mad woman that you are. But let me play this video that somewhat perfectly summarizes what's been popping up everywhere, all over my timeline, inside of my emails, all of that. This is what's being communicated, and I think it might surprise you a little bit.
Breaking right now, an extraordinary mystery developing over the state of President Obama and Michelle's marriage. Now, there has been a huge amount of speculation as to what exactly is going on after Michelle first missed the funeral of the former US President Jimmy Carter. Some folks said that was because she didn't want to have to sit next to Donald Trump at the event. But then the announcement that she was also going to be skipping Trump's second inauguration, something she didn't do, remember, back in 2017.
Right.
Now insiders are predicting an Obama divorce announcement. And I want to bring you this exclusive reporting from Jessica Reed Krause, who is the author, very well connected. Should point out she is a Trump and RFK junior ally, but a very well-connected cultural journalist who publishes the House in Habit Substack. And she has reported overnight, the question now isn't if, but when. If I had to guess, they will wait until after the inauguration to announce it. Timing, you know, is everything. And yet the story doesn't end there. For months, I've heard Jennifer Aniston's name tied to Barack. At first, it seemed ridiculous, but the rumors have remained steady among New York and LA circles.
Now, we don't know this for sure, but her name has actually been mentioned a few times. You know what I mean? And, I'm not going to sit here and say that the rumors are true or this and that until they announce that they're getting a divorce and this is the reason or that's the reason. That's what it is. But my thing is, why leave room for people to speculate? Why leave room for people to do things, right? You need to operate in a way, especially on that stage, right, to where you are supposed to be the exemplification of black love, right? But to be on that stage and to be representing us, but not to show up presidential-like, first lady-like, right? And keep the people out your business. You know what I mean? Do what you need to do so you don't have to worry about people doing a whole lot of talking about this, a whole lot of talking about that. People are going to talk anyway, but don't give them something to talk about.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yesterday's DMs, that's someone who is one of her sources who has communicated with her directly. This is something Jennifer publishes often. He's with Jennifer Aniston. My old manager, now a friend, is connected to her inner circle. At a gathering with Jennifer's friend, the affair came up casually. Jennifer herself admitted it. They were sitting with a psychic, which makes it sound surreal, but it's definitely not a secret among her closest friends. Now, Jessica goes on, if this is true, it changes everything. The Obamas have been a symbol of stability and grace for years. A revelation like this would completely shatter that image. And for someone like Michelle, who spent her life embodying tradition and loyalty, it must feel like an unbearable betrayal. For now, it's all whispers, but the whispers are getting louder.
Yeah.
I am starting to see a lot of people, and when I say a lot, I'm talking about a lot of people speaking on, speculating, and reporting because they're saying, for example, that he pulled up to a restaurant by himself.
Yeah.
In the back of a restaurant, and of course you can't hide if you're Barack Obama for an extended period of time. And then the paparazzi started following him and saying, that he met up with some mysterious girl in the back of a restaurant. Now, I'm not one for rumors. You've never really seen me report on rumors here on the Anton Daniels channel. That's just not what we do. We wait until we can substantiate that it's a real story, that we get the evidence, and then we speak on it from a factual perspective. But I think this one is worthy of having a conversation about, because if this be true, if this is a real thing, if she didn't show up to a funeral, and again, it's a difference between showing up to the inauguration versus a funeral, which I don't think that it should be that big of a difference considering President of the United States of America. If your husband is showing up, and I've been saying this, and I was saying, and this is the reason why I'm having this conversation right now, because I was talking about, and I said that it was embarrassing. I said it on a Millionaire Morning Show. I
Yeah,
said it
I
on this
agree.
channel last week. I said that it was embarrassing for her to not be an extension or a representation of what he is. For him to have to pull up by himself and deal with a lot of this stuff by himself, and her completely breaking with tradition, it embarrasses him, and it embarrasses the legacy that is tied to him.
I agree. I totally agree. That's the part I'm talking about. No matter what you're going through, try to keep yourself intact. You understand what I'm saying? You keep yourself intact by keeping it, stuff like that is in-house stuff. Those are not things that that you should leave for people to speculate or try to figure out, because they're going to figure it out. It's going to be some stuff that's going to come out, and they're going to figure it out, okay? And not to say that, hey, people are perfect or none of that kind of stuff, but keep your business to yourself. Show a unified front, especially when you're in front of other people. You have a duty to do that. Not be the only president alive that's coming out there without his black woman. That don't make no sense to me. You know what I mean? She had needed to put her pride to the side, or put whatever it is to the side, and just show the unified front of that strong black woman, or whatever, quote unquote, you know. and for me, that's a problem. You know what I mean? And that means that it's a lot bigger problem than we probably understand that it is. But still and yet, it goes to show that that's not something that you're supposed to do, especially when you're in front of the media, right? The paparazzi, the everything that's going to take every little bitty thing and they're going to blow it up into something really, really big, right? So that's my purpose for showing y'all this right here, because in my opinion, this is something that you do not do, okay? You have a responsibility in that position not to operate like that, okay? No matter what's going on, don't operate like that. Don't show your hand to the people that really are looking for some reasons to tear you down or to, you know, add some dirt on you. So
now we have to start asking a question, right? We have to ask the question and say, well, what does this do to his legacy? Both if they are or aren't on the rocks, because now there's a bunch of insiders that said they work for this particular organization or whatever, or they was working in the White House when they was there or whatever, blah, 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 and that they hated each other, that they, you know, didn't interact with each other, that they wasn't really what they was presenting out to the media.
She actually said out her mouth that she didn't like him for the first 10 years of their relationship. Yeah, she said that herself. You know what I mean? And then you know, come later on, you know, I guess they learn how to work together or whatever. But just remember that he's the president. She's not. She's the first lady, okay? And she needs to be representative of that. No matter what goes on after that, when it's time to do what you need to do, y'all are right. The fact of the matter is y'all are married. And you know that you're going to be the only one that's not there. I mean, come on now. Hell, Bill Clinton was getting some up in the oven. You know what I'm saying? And then admitted it and everything, but his wife is still there. You know what I mean? So,
To the general public, And of course, social media wasn't what, wasn't, it's not what it is today. But what does this say if this is true about several different things? Let's explore from both sides, right? Let's say that it is true. I don't remember any president in history getting divorced. I know that there's not a president in my lifetime that has gotten divorced. I know that for a fact. But if y'all can think of a president that has ever gotten divorced, y'all let me know. Please. I mean, like I said, Bill Clinton was getting head and he's still holding it down. He had Big Hillary. That was right there. Like,
right.
This nation is supposed to be a symbol of traditional values governed by our Constitution. And if we don't have that as a symbol, I mean, that's part of the reason why most of the people get elected is because they show that they are. You have to practically have a spouse to get elected.
Yeah.
But what does it
A sense of maturity
about the culture, and what does it show about them that we, they like to group us all up in the same place. I don't think that we all the same, but let's have that conversation that we can't get it together. More importantly, even if it's not, it sends a bad message about her not being there and being available. And this is one of the reasons why people are having this conversation and speculating in the first place.
Yeah.
It's unnecessary drama. It's unnecessary trauma. It's a bad representation of Obama. And I'm wondering, what does this turn into if at any point, come on, man, this is impossible.
Yeah.
If this was to be true, if this is a real thing that then gets revealed to show itself to be true, this will be the biggest story in 2025, all the way going forward. I mean, this year, going into last year and this year has been nothing short of crazy, absolute crazy. I mean, as soon as we get the adults back in office, now you got rumors of Obama getting divorced. Or Obama and Jennifer Aniston is talking. Forget the Jennifer Aniston part. We don't even care. And she would be with a snow bunny.
Boy, you ain't gonna hear the end of that.
Break black women's hearts. You would absolutely break the ladies' hearts out here in these streets, but it would make perfect sense. She out here on her own. She's doing her own thing. She's doing a book tour. She says she never really wanted to be, the first lady in the first place. Strong, masculine. That's the thing that we used to see in our community. Oh man, the vlogs, the people, everybody is gonna have a field day. But I'ma just say, as one of the, I guess, larger YouTubers now, you heard it here first. You heard when you go out and see it, you heard it here first.
Hey, one thing I can say, I've been following Anton Daniels for a minute, and he's very good. He's very articulate. He's very well spoken, and he puts out a lot of good information, right? And so that's why I thought it'd be real good for me to share this with y'all. Y'all tell me what you think about this. You know what I mean? I really want to know what y'all think about this because I'm getting ready to come up with a few different subjects and different things, and I'm getting ready to have a podcast that's getting ready to launch off, and we're going to be having a lot of discussions about relationships, about different things, how to carry ourselves, what men and women are supposed to be doing versus what we're doing, you know what I mean? How we represent each other, especially as black people, right? And so I really want y'all's input on this right here. I don't know. I think that we need to show more of a unified front, especially when we're dealing with the media and different things that are not too friendly to us sometimes. That are looking for any little bitty thing to like go off of. So with that, man, if y'all like the video, y'all subscribe, y'all like, y'all share, you know what I mean? Y'all comment. Until next time, I'll holler at y'all later. Peace, peace.